Okay, so enough with the math. Now let's do some conceptual problems. Question 12 says, which element has the ground state electron configuration of Ar 4s2 3d2? Okay, so first of all, what is this saying? What this is saying is this is an electron configuration. Think of an electron configuration kind of like as a code that tells you where each element or ion is depending on the code. Now, since it says here this is a ground state, that means that we're dealing with an atom, not an ion. A ground state means that it's the most stable position, which means it has all of its elements. I mean, not all of its elements, all of its electrons. So this, since we know that this has all of its electrons, we know that this is an atom. So, it says here, which element has the ground state configuration of Ar4s2 3d2? What you're going to do is you're going to look at your periodic table, and you're going to find argon. Argon right here, this is what's called the noble gas configuration, because all of the inner shells are found all in this configuration of argon, so we don't need to worry about it. And starting from argon, you then do 4s2 3d2. And if you do that, you will find out that your answer is titanium, which is your answer. Now, I know a lot of you are most likely a little bit confused about core, valence, and outer electrons. So I'm going to use an analogy. So, I bet a lot of you have jobs. And the point of a job is to get paid. You get paid, I get paid for doing this, etc. Now, if you have a job and you get a paycheck, not all of your money goes to you. Some of it goes in the form of taxes. So taxes, you cannot touch, you cannot use, and you cannot, spend unless you want to get in trouble with the IRS, and you don't want to do that. Well, anyway, so core electrons are like taxes. Because you cannot touch the core electrons, you cannot use the core electrons. They are stuck the way they are. Also, then, this part, these are your valence electrons. Now, what are your valence electrons? Think of this like money in paycheck. So this is your money from your paycheck, okay? You can use this money. You can spend it. You can do whatever you want with it. Those are what valence electrons are like. Now finally, outer electrons, that's like the money in your wallet, okay? So the money in your wallet you're going to use before you take out your debit card, swipe it, and then withdraw money from the ATM. So outer electrons are the electrons that go first. And in all cases, all outer electrons will have the highest energy level associated with them. So since 4s2 has a higher energy level than 3d2, these electrons get taken away first. So these are the outer, and it's like bills and wallet. So hopefully that analogy helps you to understand the difference between all three. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me or email Dr. Veach. But anyway, this is the answer to the problem, and that's it.